If you are looking for a refreshing salad that will keep you full and satisfied, you gotta try this Vietnamese lemongrass chicken noodle salad. It is a full meal itself with delicious marinated proteins, carbs, different vegetables, and refreshing herbs. This salad comes with a zesty sauce. Check the description below for the sauce recipe. Here's how to make it. You'll need ingredients for lemongrass marinated chicken and the salad. I suggest making extra marinated chicken so you can keep it for a week, kinda like a meal prep. And the longer you marinate the chicken, the better it tastes. For the chicken marinade, we'll need to pulse these ingredients in a blender. But first, I'm gonna cut the lemongrass. We're gonna need the white part only. Once I cut it, I'm gonna slice it so it helps with the blending. This lemongrass here make the chicken marinade aromatic. Now add it to our blender. Garlic in, and then freshly ground black pepper, 2 tablespoons of palm sugar. You may reduce if you need to. All natural fish sauce, lime juice, and last but not least, olive oil. This will keep our chicken moist and juicy. Cover the blender and grind it until it turns fully paste. Set it aside, and now let's go to our chicken. Here I have a cling wrap. I'm gonna lay it on my cutting board before we pound our chicken breast. Lay the chicken breast in the cling wrap. Make sure there is space in between of them and fold the wrap on top of the chicken. You see, chicken breast has got this part that is thicker than the other part. We are going to pound the thick part to make it flat. Pound it gently for several times until it got to the same thickness as the other part. You can also pinch it or stretch the chicken with your finger. This is to make sure our chicken cooks evenly. Unwrap the chicken breasts and place them in a container or a Ziploc bag. And pour the blended mixture onto the chicken. Make sure you coat on both sides of the chicken breast. Give it a little massage to dissolve and cover them before you store it in the fridge. I would suggest keeping it overnight, giving some time for the marination to be absorbed. But if you can't, at least give a couple of hours to sit. Moving to our rice noodles. Heat the water in your kettle. Once boiled, pour the water onto the noodle. Keep it for 3 minutes or until soft, depending on your packaging instruction. Now I'm gonna strain the water from the noodle and run the noodle through tap water to wash the starch and keep it dry on the strainer while we go to the next step. Heat the oven under 200 Celsius, bottom and top temperature. I use a baking tray. Now I'm gonna lay an aluminum foil sheet on the baking tray. This will help you reduce the dishes to wash. Feel free to grill the chicken on a pan if you don't have an oven. Lay the chicken on the tray and bake it for 17 to 25 minutes in the oven, depending on your chicken size. Now let's move to the salad. Well, this may seem a lot, but we're not going to use all of it. For the mint leaves, separate the leaf from the stalk. Do the same for Thai basil leaves. We're going to need a bit of each herbs and veggies depending on your preference. Same for coriander. We're going to use the leaves part only. Now I have baby lettuce. You can use any type of lettuce, but this one is my favorite. Separate the leaves and add it to your plate. If you wonder why I arranged the salad on the side, that is because I'm reserving the middle area for a noodle and chicken. Now a little bit of bean sprouts. Now cucumber. I'm gonna cut this into julienne. First, cut off the top and divide the cucumber into few parts depending on the size. Go ahead and slice them thin. Stack the slices and cut them thin. Feel free to use your own method for this julienne cut. Do the same for carrot. And the same for white radish. The traditional Vietnamese recipe will use pickled carrots and radish, but I just want to reduce sugar in the food and reduce the preparation. Plus, if you do cook a lot like me, it's easy to get overwhelmed with many steps in preparation. Now we're all set for the veggies. Place a noodle in the middle of the plate. And by now, the chicken should be ready. Now you see the caramel around it? Try to coat the chicken with the residue from the sauce. Place the chicken on the cutting board to slice. We want our chicken breast to be juicy. Now, when you're slicing it, check if your chicken is really cooked and all white. Now the final touch. I'm adding crushed almonds. You can use peanuts like the traditional way, but almond is more nutritious. And there we have it. Don't forget about the sauce. This sauce is what makes this dish worth it. If you're looking for more Asian, healthy, anti-inflammatory food with a burst of flavor, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the whole foods recipe that I'm going to share.